So I'm on a walk. I'm over at Twin Lakes, and I'm walking the top lake. Even though it's rain today, to me the weather is still beautiful. It's cool out. Sun is rays are still trying to peek through. The lake is beautiful. You can see behind. I really like walking around up here. To me, it's pretty, very pretty. Even when there's a lot of people, it's calming. But as I'm walking, like with any time I'm walking, it's like I call it walking meditation, where I just allow anything and everything to, kind of flow through my mind. Sometimes it's things going on in my life, conversations that I've had, even scenarios that I'm playing in my mind that maybe I could have did better, responded better, made a better decision. Basically questioning my life when I go on walks, basically. And this concept popped into my head of the theme that I notice in a lot of movies. And the theme is there's always some type of battle going on. Competition, even sometimes a war going on in a lot of movies. Like that's like the foundation of a lot of them. It's a theme that I noticed. The past day or so, me and my son have been watching Cars, and even that movie popped up. Like even in Cars, there's some type of competition clearly going on, and not only is there some type of competition or some type of battle going on, it's even enhanced with either 1, 2, 3, 4 characters. That not only there's an overall battle or competition going on, then there's competition or battle going on between key characters. Now roll that scenario out into something splashed in the water. Ain't nothing behind me, so I had to take a look. Now roll that theme into real life. There's always some type of competition battle going on, even at work, between the family at times, family members, sports, all that. And to me, it's a program. Clearly, it's a program. It's a program that obviously they're exposing us to, like early, kids movies, kid cartoons, family-oriented movies. There's always some type of battle competition going on. So this kind of rolled into, with this obviously being a program, a theme that is followed in every scenario in our life. In the conscious community, that's no different. Because even in the conscious community, a lot of people are always talking about good, bad, good, evil. Good's going to conquer evil. Light's going to conquer dark. Da, 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 da. Once again, a theme, a program that is even running rampant in spirituality, the conscious community, whatever you want to call it. And understanding that that's a program that is programmed in us from a very early age. And then people become, quote unquote, awakened. And they carry that same program with them into now their spiritual awakening, their spiritual journey, their, conscious community. And it's not correct. I'm just going to get straight to the point. That's not how this is. It's not how this works. Clearly there's a battle. There is clearly, stages of a war going on in spirituality, and obviously in the physical too. But that's a program and a scenario part of lower dimensions, physical dimensions. But once you elevate, and how can I put this? The higher realms ain't like that. 13, I can't even say that. We're not even going to put numbers with this, because I even have to question where some of that information comes from. But I know where I originate from. We're talking about my soul. And where that origin point is from, this competition battle stuff, thinking that, good's gonna, triumph over evil, or evil's gonna win over good. That whole positive, that stuff don't even is a thought up there. It's not. Because that's not how this works. This is, you can kind of think of it as, it's a program. So think of it as like I'm just gonna say this scenario just popped into my head. Hilarious though. But like sperm and an egg. There's millions of sperm fighting over activating. We'll play activating and binding with an egg. Like even at that fundamental level of life, there's a competition going on. You see what I'm saying? Like that's just how this realm is programmed. Okay? It's a program. And when people think and speak on breaking the matrix, escaping the matrix, all of that, what you're really talking about is excelling above the program, seeing the program and choosing to be above it, choosing to not operate within that program anymore. That's breaking the matrix. And that's any program, not just what I'm talking about right now with the whole competition, battle, war. Like that's all programs. That's breaking free of the matrix. It's seeing the programs that you are fundamentally running on and consciously deciding not to participate no more. So to no longer participate in the competition program, that means stop competing. Stop thinking that there's a versus going on here. In true free will, in true spirituality, once again, that operates closer to source. Let's just say that. That doesn't exist up there. Even if it's up, it doesn't exist. So, just another thought that I had during, once my walking meditations, my walking around in the elements, just letting scenarios pop into my head. And I figured I just needed to sit down and record this moment, because I usually have moments like this all the time, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll remember it and write it down later, and then I forget. So there's no true, because we're going to start operating in truth now. Truly, there isn't a competition going on. But unfortunately, in the reality that we operate in, and being a part of the physical realms, fundamentally at the foundation of how this realm functions, there is a battle, a competition going on, a versus going on, because of the laws that matter has to fall within to be down here. Not be down here, to be here. That there is a polarity. There is always a fight for, I'll say, balance. Like, that's only here. It's only where atoms and ions and biological matter has to find its way. For example, like I said, the sperm and the egg. But once you elevate above that consciously, there is no versus. And you can't even, and I'm not going to say it's like a unity, it's just understanding that that's not needed to function in higher consciousness. So, like I said, hey, spiritually awakened. Hey, people operating in a conscious community, stop the competition. Stop pushing the narrative that there's going to be a conquering of whatever side you're on, that's going to conquer it. Light versus dark, good versus bad, positive versus negative. Elevate above that and realize that you're still in the program when you're doing that. All right, I'm going to get back to my walk. See y'all later.